Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Project 27. I'm your host, Bill Ladd, and we come together to try and get better. Ultimately, try to become the best. Best at what, you may ask? That's your call, guys. For me, I'm trying to become the best version of myself while building out a world-class dental-specific accounting firm. And guys, today I want to talk about growing. And I'm not talking about growing your practice directly, maybe indirectly. You want to learn how to grow your practice, Jared Duckett has you covered. He will take care of it on the dental momentum side. That's what they talk about, is how to grow your practice, not just grow it, but grow it profitably. What I want to talk about is growing yourself. And to kick this off, I really want to go back in time to 1998. That will age me, as if the white and the gray doesn't already. That will tell you when I came out of college, 1998. I'll never forget, I walked out of my last accounting class after taking the final that I knew was my last one. I knew I passed, and I'm not going to proclaim to be some wonderful student. I wasn't. I was decent. I wasn't bad, but certainly not top of my class. But I knew I'd passed. And I walked out, and I can remember walking kind of down the square, whatever it was in campus. And I'm like, I beat you, you son of a, whatever. So anyway, at that point, I think something clicked off in me because I had been working hard in formalized education, good grief, since, I was 6 years old, right? So I'd been in there a long time, and I was tired. And I was tired of all the structured learning. I was tired of trying to push myself and always try to learn more. And so it felt like I kind of shifted off something or turned off something inside my brain. Now, guys, I did understand I had to learn a technical skill. And I did. I went to work at a great firm and I learned a ton. And I really excelled technically. But as far as growing personally and trying to become a better human being, a better person, a better leader, ultimately, better boss, I just wasn't interested in that. And as time went on, maybe my interest in growing my golf game improved, but never growing myself. But I was lucky enough, after Jared and I had formed Duckett Ladd in 2015, to be introduced to Simon Sinek's TED Talk, about Start With Why. And to me, that was one of those thunderstruck lightning bolt moments where it just hit me. It's something clicked, something kind of deep down and buried, clicked back on. And I realized I had worked my tail off to get here, but there is so much I did not know in this world. And as a result, my team, my family, myself, we were all suffering. So from that point on, I devoted myself that I was going to try and be a lifetime learner, to always be curious, to always be trying to learn and get better. And guys, I do have to say, it's so easy to be kind of locked down and get to a point where there's too much information, where there's too much stuff coming at you, where you can't, cipher through it. So you have to be deliberate. You have to be intentional. But from that moment on, I decided I was going to have a growth mindset. And so I think it's not hard to do this. It can be a lightning bolt moment for you guys too. If you're listening to this, you probably have already had it and know the importance of that. But for those who don't, guys, all you really need to understand is why. Why is it important that, number one, you're doing what you're doing, but why is it important that you continue to grow? And once you understand how interconnected your growth is to the growth of your team, of your business, of the value of your business, and of your interpersonal relationships, both professionally and personally, that's when you'll start to realize this does make a difference. This does matter. And I do need to put some focus on this. Guys, the highest ROI you will ever get is investing back into yourself and growing and stretching and surrounding yourself with people who are going or have gone where you want to go. It's easy, guys, to not do that. It's easy to kind of stay and realize I've got this far, I'm good. But how you got this far is certainly not going to be what takes you to the next level, whether that's a business plateau or whether that's a personal growth plateau. You eventually are going to stall out and you're gonna, like I said, plateau. It's time to really stop and think, is this important to me? Which, my opinion, it has been incredibly, massively important to me. And I think everybody should try to adopt this mindset. Then go out and start exposing yourself to these concepts. Start stretching yourself. Listen to podcasts and books and speakers and mentors and people who stretch your thinking. It's not going to be comfortable. It's going to put you out of your comfort zone. You're going to feel foolish in some ways when you start talking to people about this because you never have had these conversations. But the more you invest in it, the more consistent you are, all of a sudden you're going to start seeing people really look at how you're interacting in this world differently. And I think that's really going to set you on a totally different trajectory. Guys, for me, it was that simple. From that point on, I was a different person. It may not be that simple for you. If I can ever help you, give me a call. I would love to talk to you about my journey and walk you through what I did and how it's helped me and how I try to stay regimented and structured enough to continue to push myself to grow, because I know that if I grow, my team's going to grow, my business is going to grow, the value of my business is going to grow, and ultimately my relationships with others is going to grow as well. So guys, I hope you find this helpful. I hope everybody's having a great day. And until next time, we will talk soon.